December 30th, 2001, Sunday. Spent most of this afternoon typing in old journal entries. I'm now at the 30th of November, and that was really about it. My parents went to Topeka and brought home a digital camera, television, and entertainment system for my granddad. So my parents will put it in their room, and I'll take their small old television and get rid of my large console one. Oh, I regret I did that. That'll free up some space in my room. I stopped typing around 3:50 p.m. and just happened to check my dayminder schedule thing and saw that I worked at 4 p.m., not 6 p.m. So I got ready, called work, and said I was running late and told my parents I was going in early. So now I'm here and it's a little after 5 p.m. I'm scheduled until 11 p.m. I don't think the guys work tomorrow, so hopefully they'll be out tonight and I want to do something. From now on, or until I get tired of doing it or forget to do it, I'll put the time before each entry or section. That way, if stuff happens throughout the day at different times, that passage of time will be noted. So now then. 5:12 p.m. I just called Kirk to see if he worked tomorrow and what his plans are and asked what his plans are for tonight. He does work tomorrow and doesn't know if he'll be hanging out at Will's. Anyway, so Kirk tells me where he and Will were last night when I was looking for them. Will apparently was out cruising last night and fishtailed around a turn and lost control and hit a Yukon or something. He freaked out and drove off. He went over to Kirk's and parks the TA in the backyard, and Kirk takes Will home because Will doesn't want to do anything after that. So this explains why I couldn't find the Trans Am last night. Jesus, Will. Will doesn't work tomorrow, and Tim should be back in town, so hopefully they'll want to hang out late tonight. Oh, and just to add, Will was not drunk and had not been drinking. I think that was a lie. Although I'm sure when he got home, he had a liquor store full of shit. I'm pretty sure I lied right there. 7:10 p.m. In the midst of the 7 o'clock round of shows. I wrote some poems earlier, starting with Mason, and then two more from my Bourgeoisie series, numbers 5 and 6, and also one called Prose Soldier. Quote, So you think you could tell heaven from hell, blue skies from pain. Pink Floyd song, Wish You Were Here. 1:40 a.m. Went down to Will's after work, and Derek, Tim, and Will were there. Derek told me that Dan Ness was coming over and bringing Errol in. I was more saddened than happy. Will took me aside for a moment and talked to me about what happened yesterday. I could tell he was still a little shaken and was really affected by this. It has opened his eyes a lot. Erilyn arrived and we barely spoke, and we were almost trying to stay away from one another. Hours passed and Derek and her were going to leave. He was taking her home. I asked if perhaps I could drive her so we could talk, and she said no. I guess that's okay. We so need to talk. I think we both have things to say and questions to ask. I just hate feeling that she thinks badly of me, like I did something so wrong or took advantage of her or something. I set myself up huge to fail this time, and it is hurting so much. An amazingly perfect night in her arms has now been replaced by a heart full of pain. I hate myself for allowing me to fall for her prematurely. I just need to talk with her and not come off as obsessive. I hurt because she's hurting me by not taking time to tell me what she is feeling. I'm hurting because I set all of this up in my mind way too big. And it also hurts because I fear I did something to hurt her. Will this ever be resolved to where we can carry on comfortably as friends? End quote. I used to be a little boy. Smashing Pumpkins song, Disarm.